Planner friends, it's Nia. Welcome to Life with Nia. Today we're setting up the April budget. I decided I was going to come and film this video, and all of a sudden now I cannot breathe. Um, allergies doing their thing whenever I get ready to film. So please excuse the sudden congestion sound that literally came out of nowhere. So for this video, I'm going to talk about, all the usual stuff. So the income and expenses, business expenses, cash envelope, sinking funds, debt and savings, and, goals. But I also got an email from the higher education people over there in Missouri, aka Mohila. Actually, I did not get an email from them. I got an email from the Department of Student Education or Department of Education or whoever they are, that they're pausing everything from May to July. So I'm going to come back to that. Also want to talk about my Q2 intentions and something that I did with my Roth IRA. So I've got my my budget calendar set up here with my bills. The pink is regular everyday personal stuff. The blue is business related. And let's get into income. So for income, I am expecting $10,707 with sinking funds $12,587. What that consists of is roughly $5,200 coming from Etsy. However, we can just take like $1,500 off the top of that for taxes. So it's not really coming to me. It goes right back out because it goes to taxes. I set aside, or not set aside, I also have $60 for sinking funds, coming out of sinking funds for Costco membership, which I will need to pay this month. And I already paid utilities, water, sewer, and trash utilities. That was $312, so I pulled $200 from sinking funds for that. I will also be pulling $1,600 from my tax sinking fund to pay quarterly taxes this month. I'm also going to be paying a separate amount when I'm going to file an extension. So when I do that, a dollar amount to be determined. So what I'm not counting in this is $2,089, and I'll tell you about that in just a second, because it really wasn't money coming in from the sinking fund. It was money being moved around. So for expenses, the one thing I have that is different is the cloth and paper subscription. So for April, the price did increase to $55 a box. I pay also tax here in California. So I think total tax for 2 boxes was $9.64. I did still use the Lux Bucks, so that took $20 off, making my total $97. Now, I'm a person who was grandfathered in to the previous price, so I paid $97. I have been paying $79, $77, $78. I had been paying $79. So now it's $97. That's like almost $20 more. I don't like that. But we're going to see. I've had 2 for a while, and I do like having 2, but I might scale back to 1. I think people who were grandfathered in just really saw the biggest price jump because you were grandfathered in from when they had the last price change. And I get it. Stuff is more expensive, so there is a need. I don't necessarily love the consolidation of the boxes to be one. I liked having one box with pins and then one box without. Now every box is going to get 2 pins. We'll see if these pins are better pins moving forward. I didn't love the 2 that were in the March box, so yeah. We'll see. We'll see when the April box comes how we feel about that. So we may scale back to 1 box, still use our Lux Bucks. I got enough Lux Bucks to last me like 6 months if I never buy anything else. So I'm good on that for a while now. So that is what's happening over in expenses. Nothing else going on there. Business expenses, I added in $75 for ink for the Canon printer, and I added in $120 for ink for the HP. I did not, the free trial printer, it ended. I didn't cancel it completely. I just did the lowest plan, which is, I think it's the lowest is 100 pages, and I put $15. I don't even know what it is. It's less than $15 though. I want to say it's $7.99. So we'll see if that's a good move or if I should cancel. I did that in part because I was still printing stuff from the Planner Sesh box, and I needed to keep printing even though I was getting ready, the time was up. So I had a black ink cartridge in there, which works with the dolls if I do a non-instant ink color cartridge. Is horrible for scripts though. It's like MacGyver out here with this printer. So we'll see how that all pans out moving forward. I have sticker paper down. I don't need it quite yet. I'm trying to wait for a sale. I think that bridge ship thing, because I get my sticker paper from New York, I think that may impact the cost of things, like so sticker paper in general. So I don't know if they're going to be doing any sales. I try to wait until they're having a sale. A really good sale would be a sale plus free shipping, because the shipping is astronomical for the sticker paper. It's like minimum $55 all the way up to like 120, just depending on how many cases I buy at a time. So I usually just don't even take the discount. I'll just do the free shipping, just depending on what it is. But when they do a combined free shipping and discount, I'm all over that. So I just purchased sticker paper right before the Planner Sesh box because I knew I was going to go through it. And I think for that, I went through like a case and a half of paper just for Planner Sesh box stickers. So that's where we're at on that. Quarterly taxes, $1,600. Then I'm going to make an extra tax payment amount to be determined when I file an extension. So that covers that. For cash envelopes, I stuffed $1,170 for my cash envelope sinking funds in variable cash envelope categories. And that video is linked below. In addition to that, I transferred over $110 for car insurance, $20 for home insurance, $30 for Shopify. I did not transfer over anything for utilities this month because I had the utility bill due. So I brought the $200 in from the sinking fund, and then the $112.96 came out of my budget cash flowed, however you want to look at it, because I didn't transfer over anything for utilities because I had to pay it this month. So that is where we're at on that. On sinking funds, I've kind of stopped really sharing sinking fund dollar amounts, but I will say, going back to this, with my sinking funds, so you have until April 15th to fund your Roth for 2023. I needed $3,089 to fully fund my Roth at $6,500, which was the max. I decided I wanted to add $2,089, which would get me to $5,500 instead of the $6,500. So today I pulled money from 3 sinking funds. I pulled $900 from my tax sinking fund because I have quite a nice little cushion there. I pulled $300 from my profit fund, which is just sort of something for me. I actually spent money from my profit fund for the first time as well. And I'll show you what I got during Friday Night Lights. And then I pulled $889 from my emergency fund, which I also see as a opportunity fund. And I know everybody may not agree with that. This is my budget. So, in total, from those 3 funds, I pulled $2,089, and I put that in my Roth IRA for 2023. So I'm still 1,000 short. I have 14 days to figure out if I'm going to come up with that 1,000 or just be happy with the 5,500. Considering I didn't really get on the Roth bandwagon until the end of last year, I think it was August. It's not too bad. So, that is where I just decided that I'm getting older and I'm gonna want to retire one day. I've had an epiphany last year, so it took me like my whole life, but so I'm okay with that. I didn't feel like any kind of way about pulling that money. I really just feel like all I did was move the money around, which is why I'm not counting it in the income category, because it moved from these sinking funds over to my Roth IRA, all of which is at Ally. So I didn't feel like it was money spent or outgoing. It's still with me. It's just in a different account. And so I did that today, immediately invested it, and it was good because the market was down today. So I bought some stuff on sale, and I'm good with that decision. So the decision that's left is, do I try to do the other 1,000 or not before the 15th? So that happened with our sinking fund. I also, like I said, took some money from my profit fund, $400 for some various things that I purchased for myself that I will show for Friday Night Lights. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions on that. Moving into debt, we are starting at $13,635.49. I have determined to stay on track with the Venture card. I need to pay $600 a month. For the Amazon card, I need to pay $585 a month. And when I say stay on track, those are 0% and 1.99% respectively, expiring in August and November. So the goal is to have those 2 paid off by the expiration dates, so that it was a cost savings by transferring them to the 0% cards. I also want to pay off in Q2 the PayPal, which is at $486.65. So I am going to, I think it was like $150 this month, $165, somewhere around there, whatever the by 3 months is. So that is where I'm at for that. For debt this month, I want to be at 12,000 or less by the end of the month. So that is $1,635 to get down to 12,000. So that's the goal for the debt this month. For savings, I am still doing the 0 out savings challenge. I did doing the 4s savings challenge again. Been looking for this yellow highlighter. So all of this up here is done, and I probably will not finish this month because I have this one and some other savings challenges that I'm all working the same time. But I'm going to do this April challenge from Baddies and Budgets as well, where you look at the weather. If it's under 70 degrees, it's $2. If it's more than 75, it's $3. A rainy day, you add 10. And then there's these bonuses if I want to do those. So, keeping track of the weather, and I think today and yesterday we were over 75, of course, but I think we'll be under it, under 70 tomorrow, because it's supposed to rain maybe tomorrow or Thursday. So we'll see. That is that's gonna be a fun one, and should be easier than me trying to figure out what state is on a map, because I was on the struggle bus last month. For also for savings, I'm doing the 26-week savings challenge again, and then my other savings challenges. So we already did the 100 envelope. We pulled our numbers. If you want to watch that video, it's linked down below as well. And then let me show you, before I do my Q2 focus, let me show you my goals for April. So, 6,000 in revenue this month, 800 saved, pay quarterly taxes of 1,600, pay 600 to the venture, 585 to the Amazon, 165 was the amount to PayPal. I wanted to fund my Roth with $2,089, which we did already. Track expenses, 500 to the solo 401k, 500 to the Roth IRA, and debt. Oh, I put 13k. It's actually 12k or less, which is $1,635. So those are the goals for the month. And then I also have a focus. I did this last quarter as well. So a Q2 financial focus. I want to pay off the PayPal card, which rounded up is $490. Debt under 10k. Put 1,500 in my Roth, which is 500 a month. Put 1,500 in the solo 401k, which again is 500 a month. 1,800 to the venture card, which is 600 a month. And 1,800 to the Amazon card, because math. I just rounded up to 600 a month. Pay quarterly taxes of 1,600. Roth is funded for 2023 by not fully funded. I need another 1,000 to fully fund it, but I wanted to fund it another $2,089, meaning my contribution for 2023 is $5,500. So that's actually done already. Summer Paneler Sesh Box, and then work on Shopify and the Sticker Collective. So those are my Q2 focus, and that is the April budget. Let me know if you have your budget set up for April, and if you have like a quarterly focus for the second quarter, or a quarterly financial focus for the second quarter. Share that down below. If you have any questions for me, feel free to post those down below as well. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some ideas for your own budget. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you back here next time.